Here are the top 6 cards you definitely should not be buying. The last one will save you over $100. Let's break it down. We're back with a 3-pack battle, which most of you probably don't even know what it is because it's been so long since we've done one.
But there's a twist this time. Put a twist on it.
It's probably not what you're here for either. But here we are. So pick one of these 4 beautiful sets. Let us know down below what you think is going to win, which one will have the best hits out of the 3-pack. It's my favorite product of all time. I love 3-packs. 3-packs are the best. Crown Zenith is the king of this battle. They're my favorite, and Crown Zenith has been the king for a long time.
Very long time. Very, very.
And so Crown Zenith is my king, will always be my king. They are my choice. But, editor, who are you picking? Let's go water.
Well, after you stole my pick.
Don't even. You know they're my king.
No,
Crown Zenith is my king. My king.
Sure. No, I'm going Bubble Mew. Paldean Fates.
Bubble Mew, which we'll be talking about Bubble Mew today.
Heck yeah.
But you guys are here for some information. You are here for the top 6 cards that you should definitely not be buying right now. And not only should you not be buying them, you should probably wait quite some time before you buy them. And that's because not only are the part of the reprint that's coming, and if you haven't heard about the reprints, check out the video at the end of this video, all talking about the details of the reprint. But these cards are taking their dive into where they should actually be in the market, which is, the price that they should have been from the get-go. There
we go.
Twilight
all
coming
right,
in strong with an ultra rare Sinistra EX, and of course, can't get into anything because I get myself a hit. This is very normal for these type of videos. So
for those new with us,
you guys are just gonna have to hold on a second so I can introduce my first card because Sinistra needs to go to the microscope. This adorable little bucket, I just can't get over it. And the fact that it's called Rebrew, oh my gosh, fascinating. So let's get into this list on the 2nd pack of Twilight Masquerade with our first one on the list, or number 6 on the list, whichever way you'd like to see it.
Countdown to 1. Countdown to 1.
Countdown to 1. Number 6. Let's go water.
Leaf. Always leaf. Heck yeah.
And that is Latios from Surging Sparks. Of course, Latios is a absolutely stunning card and is part of a mosaic of cards, if you didn't know. Part of 3 cards in the set. Oh, Abra. I always take a deep breath after I see this card. A beautiful comment.
Gotta breathe the air in from that field, you know?
Beautiful.
Fresh air.
I wish this was an illustration because...
Hey, maybe one day. Maybe they'll...
Oof, I love that Abra.
We'll get there.
Surging Sparks illustration rare. This card started off its life at $74. Okay, let's be very real.
That is absurd.
That is insane. It went down and took its dive into normalcy, which is normality. Totally not normal. It went down to $50, which is still insane. It went back up to the 60s, somewhere in there. Past 60, it was in the high 70s. Didn't reach its peak back to 74. Didn't quite make it that far. It is back down now to 58.
That's a good drop. And it's still dropping, you're saying, right?
The reality is why we're talking about it. It is still dropping and dropping quickly.
Heck yeah.
It's come down a whole hopping $8. And quite frankly, it's going to keep coming down. Surging Spark is part of the sets that are being reprinted, and we'll be talking about other Surging Sparks cards that are coming down as well. But Latios, a whole $8 so far. I know some of you are like, $8, really? Really? But Latios is a beautiful card, and the fact that some people are trying to collect all 3 of these stunning cards that are together Me being one of them.
A little foreshadow.
Any of them.
A little foreshadowing.
I don't know.
Hey,
any of them
we did
for the
pull one of
record.
them though.
Have pulled 2 actually.
Oh, 2. Oh yeah, that's
out
right.
of the 3 that we did give away to you lovely people.
For the people during Ripsmiths, yeah.
And during Ripsmiths. And so, heads up, Latios, if you love this card, you love this 3-pack set, and want to own it one day, there's a chance, because these cards are going to get cheaper. Surging Sparks is going to become more available. The packs themselves maybe not, but the singles will be. So
hey, and there's an even easier way to potentially win it right away.
Yeah, well, you know, there's some. We're gonna open some.
We're gonna
up
open
today.
some up. If we pull it, could be yours for one lucky viewer. So
that is the Latios situation. If you're interested, next up we've got a card that I absolutely love, and I know I'm not the only one, because this card got actually bought up in a massive chunk of buyouts. That
in droves.
We would say, let's go fire. Last pack of Twilight here.
What's number 5?
Number 5 is actually a card from Twilight Masquerade.
Ooh. Oh.
And it is Tatsugiri.
Heck yeah.
It's a card that we haven't even pulled, actually.
I'd like to
which
see
I'm
it in
shook.
person. I'd love to
I'm
see it in
shook
person.
that we haven't pulled it. I actually haven't seen this card in person. I'm wondering whether or not this illustration rare is the elusive Magikarp from Paldea Evolved. If it was, I think it'd even be higher, so I don't think it is the elusive.
I don't think it's that tough to pull, but
we haven't.
And I can't imagine we're getting a hit on this pack.
Well, we'll see. We've gotten 1 pull.
Yeah, 1 in
out
3.
Of a 3-pack.
So
I love doing the double. The 2 out of 3 is my standard.
Killer.
But we'll see with Twilight. Either way, this card started at $14, which is
that's fair. That's what it should
fair be. Illustration rare pricing.
Yep.
It then ballooned to 44 buckaroos. Okay. $44 is absolutely bonkers for an illustration. It is now $34. It's come down $10, guys. And this has happened in the last week. Okay. In the last 7 days, this card has dropped $10.
Since they announced the reprint, coincidentally, perhaps? Ooh,
since the confirmation of that has happened, we have been known that essentially the rumors of the reprint has existed for about a month. But the official everything being out there that the reprints have been happening and everything on that front, it's been about 2 weeks. And so a lot of cards, especially the illustrations and stuff, the SIRs that we're going to be talking about have been slowly dropping for a couple weeks. But everything else, the illustrations, all of that, we've been seeing major movements on the market for about a week now, which is why we're bringing all this up now.
Heck yeah.
So only the 1 pull from...
Which is to be expected. Let's be real.
From the 3-pack.
Don't get greedy.
From the 3-pack. But hey, a really good one. So hey, I'll take it. Paldean Fates, this is your pick. Let's see how good we get in Paldean Fates. We haven't opened Paldean Fates.
Oh, we're going back
in so long. Oh my goodness.
It is an oldie at this point.
And the fact that they're doing reprints of this set is a little bit perplexing, but hey.
And not only do I have, all the other illustration rares and all that, we got the baby shinies as an option. It could be 2 hits in here.
We've got options. Let's go water.
There's a reason I picked it. Let's put it that way.
Okay, so we've got our next one.
Number 4?
Number 4.
What's number 4?
Number 4 is the Latias EX.
Another Surging Sparks card?
Surging Sparks.
Ooh.
Surging Sparks. And this is the special illustration rare, of course. And this is one of the monsters of the set. Of course, this one started its life at $270,
which is
of madness.
Absurd.
And this pricing would have been the pre-order pricing. So this would have been prior to the set even.
So conceivably,
releasing.
It could have been the peak, and yet,
and should have been.
Should have been,
quite frankly. The price should have tanked when the set released. It should have gone a little bit back up as the set kind of did its thing. and then should have chilled itself out. Well, that, of course, as we know, is not how it worked.
No. Not with Surging Sparks.
The set then lost its mind.
And kind of kicked off this craze we're in now. Let's be real.
And we hit $378 with this card. And it kind of stayed there. It just to $378. And well, we've got Nimona.
Train on the first pack.
Train.
Let's go.
Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to take Nimona to the microscope because we have too much to talk about today.
Or because it's my pack selection,
well,
maybe?
No, we've seen Nimona under the microscope so many times.
Yeah, you got to get back to the information.
We've got to get back to the info.
I will definitely take a
Let's get back to, but that's a hit for you. So that's
I'm keeping track. I don't know about you, but I am.
But the real great news is that Latias is now at 341,
which is still way too much.
To be very clear, I'm not telling you to go and run and get yourself a Latias EX right now. We're just giving you the info.
Definitely wait, because if it's coming down now before the reprints hit.
Let me, be very clear. Do not run and go get yourself a Latias EX. But that's $30.
Always
Let's go fire.
Always leaf.
And it's leaf.
Always.
But that means we have dropped $30 in less than 2 weeks on this card.
Yep.
And we're still coming down. Okay? And that is amazing news. Amazing news for people who are trying to actually master,
for the collectors, for the player, for everyone.
Surging Sparks.
Everyone who's not, scalping. Investing,
everyone who's not trying to just make money to make money.
Yeah.
And are just trying to take advantage of people who actually love what is Pokemon, and people who want to actually open packs and enjoy the life that is Pokemon. But yes, this is where we're at right now with Surging Sparks. Things are coming down. Things are settling a little bit. $30 off one of the biggest cards in this set.
And it's trending down as well?
Majorly trending down.
Perfect.
So
that's what we want to hear.
The reality is we are seeing the beginning of the bubble pop. And that is amazing news for Surging Sparks.
And for the record, we called it how many weeks ago now? Or maybe a month ago, I think we called the bubble about to pop.
The bubble burst? Yeah, I think the bubble burst video came out almost 2 months ago now.
Oh, baby shiny.
Baby shiny.
That's for those keeping track at home, 2 for 2.
2 for 2. But that is the situation with Latios. Hang in there. We're going to see more pricing coming down. The reprint still hasn't hit.
Yeah.
We're not going to see the reprint hit. At earliest, it's going to be another 2 weeks. At latest, it's going to be a month. Hang in there, gang.
We're so close.
We're
close. So close.
We are close, okay? So that is the situation with this beautiful SIR. Do we have a double?
Mankey.
Mankey.
And...
the beautiful Executor rare. That is a stunning card. I do really love this card.
I kind of miss Paldean Fates now. This is a good little set.
It's a cute little set.
With the baby shinies
but
and the shiny, it's just too big.
Committing to that baby shiny master is a beast. It's a beast. Okay, let's take a look at this beautiful baby shiny underneath the microscope. These 3-headed dodos are pretty scary, but why did they need to make them green? Next and third pack for Paldean Fates.
And are we gonna go 3 for 3?
Next up, well, we can.
The king might be shaking in its boots.
We can. Next up, we've got another SIR. Not surprising, another special illustration rare
big
here.
Big hit.
Here we go. Let's go water, because I just want some water here. Come on. Okay. We've got ourselves a hit from Twilight Masquerade, and you're going to see a trend here, gang. A lot of surging, a lot of Twilight Masquerade.
Those are some hot sets, and it's good they're modern and still in print, so...
There's a reason.
They're
good. Part of the reprints. They're going to be part of the future that is the playability of Pokemon. They're part of what is going on right now. The era is clear. And it's clear of what Pokemon is trying to do right now. Okay, so we're not very surprised in that sense. However, this particular one, I am surprised that we haven't seen the dip be stronger. I'm surprised it's not higher on the list, but here we are. It is the Greninja EX.
Oh, the Greninja.
It is the highest of all hits. It is the one everyone is searching for. It has been the hype of all hypes of 2024. It is the card everyone was looking for. Oh, Moonlight Hill. I love this stadium. Greninja EX started its life at 456 on release.
No.
And this was slightly before pre-release, very similar to what we were just discussing with the last card. It is hit its peak at 590, just shy of $600.
That's absurd.
Which is madness. Okay, absolute utter madness.
I can't.
It is now sitting currently at its dip. So this is the 2-week low dip, and that is pitiful to say, quite frankly. At 562.
Oh.
$20. Okay, it's come down $28. Now I want to be very clear. Based on the research I did, based on everything we looked at, we are seeing this card go for closer to like 520, 515, and the stats are just not updating quite fast enough because the card is just tanking so fast that things are just not moving fast enough. And so, Gengar.
Well, that Gengar
and do we have a third hit?
We're not going to go 3 for 3.
We are not going to go 3 for 3. It's very hard to go 3 for 3 on a 3-pack.
Very hard.
However,
if anyone can do it, the king can do it. The king. We're going to bring in Surging Sparks here. But that is the Greninja situation right now. Absurd.
I am not surprised that the stats are not keeping up with Greninja, because Greninja is just simply kind of a beast.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see that drop probably at least $100 to $150 by next week would be my guess. That is my 411.
That's what you're thinking?
That is my thinking. I am guessing that by the end of next month, when the reprints are going to start coming out, it will have stabilized. At what number? I'm expecting a drop of at least $150 to $200. And then everything will depend on what the reprint is. Whether we're starting to see more Greninjas in that reprint, or whether or not we see roughly the same amount of Greninjas we saw before, because there's going to be this second hunt for the Greninja.
Yeah, that
with
price.
A card that is valued so high, the reprint, I'm just not convinced will have enough Greninjas in it to really bring that value of that card much lower than that. So I think Greninja will still be stable at that like $300-400. It's still too high.
Yeah.
I just don't think we're going to see a dip much lower. So if you really want Greninja and you don't want to go on a hunt for one, I suggest that once you see that dip go down that, $200-300 mark lower than what it is right now, I might consider picking one up.
Yeah, you might want to pull the trigger.
And that's not financial advice by any means. And don't be mad at me if you go and find one after the fact that's substantially cheaper. But considering where it's at now and the fact that there is going to be a substantial dip before the reprint, unless you want to go hunting for one with the reprint, I just don't know what's going to happen afterwards. It's going to be really interesting because at the end of the day, it is an SIR. A special illustration is very hard to pull unless they decide to skew the stats with the print,
which
with
they
the reprint,
historically have not done.
Historically they've never done.
I can't imagine they'd start now.
I really don't see them doing that. So on that note, let's keep going with water. Oh, good gracious.
Ooh, back to the yellow border. I'm glad you got the card trick right, though. That's nice.
I did.
Look at these vintage-looking cards. Holy smokes.
So, next up on the list is
number 2?
This is number 3 on the list.
Number 3?
Number 3. We've got 3 left.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, this next one is a lover of everybody. Everyone loves this Pokemon. And the reason everyone loves this Pokemon is because they are absolutely adorable. And I honestly can't blame them. I really can't. And this particular card is one of the cutest card ever. It's one that I think everybody who is a collector wants. And I can't blame them. because it's a stunning, adorable card. And I understand that's probably why it's at the price it is. It still doesn't justify the valuation of this card, but here we are. And this card is the Eevee from Twilight Masquerade, the stunning illustration rare that is the Eevees. Just the Eevees.
It's pretty stunning.
It's so
and it's only
cute.
illustration rare, so it's not crazy hard to pull.
But for crying out loud, it started its life at $64 gosh darn dollars, and then it spiked to $148.
Right, that's
why?
Oof.
Why? This card does not justify $148. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. Like, Eevee lovers out there, I get it, but like, I love an Eevee too. And this Eevee, I'd love to own it. I would, but I will not pay $148 for it. Like, I'm sorry. No.
Heck
like,
no.
I didn't even pay that much for my Magikarp. Like, and, you know, I'm mastering that set. Like, sorry, can't do it. Can't do it. It is now down to $118. We're talking about a $30 drop.
Still too high, though.
Still too high. From a justification, I'm expecting in this day and age, I'll be very clear, in this day and age, I would expect this card to be anywhere between $40 and $60.
Yeah.
I just don't expect this card to go much lower than that, considering its Eevee, considering its illustration, considering blah, 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 blah. Once Twilight gets a reprint, once all those things happen, considering the drop already of $30, I'm hoping this card goes down $40. $40, please. Like, or at least near there. Do we have a hit? Please. Okay, I'm not out yet because a lot of these packs have doubles. Whammies.
That's true.
Okay. First pack. Here we go. So that is the Eevee situation. The Eevee illustration rare. I love you, but oh my god, I can't right now. Like, I am so pumped to see that first massive drop happen, and it happened very quickly, so I'm expecting more drops to happen. So all of you Eevee lovers out there that have seen this card and are like, I can't do it. And I can't blame you out there. That is insane. But there's a chance that this will get fixed. Between the reprint, let's go fire every time.
I knew it was going to happen too. I'm like, yeah.
We've got something.
Oh no.
I've got something.
Is it gold? I didn't see this.
I don't think it's gold.
Okay.
Whew. I don't think it's gold, but here we are. Eevee fans, hold hope that you have a shot at still owning that stunning Eevee because it's coming down. Okay.
What's the next one?
Next up, number 2. Oh, no.
Yeah.
That was number 2.
Yeah, I told you.
I'm insane.
No, you just can't count.
No, it's because I just found my Latios sticker.
Oh.
My post-it notes have gotten stuck. Everywhere. Oh, dear goodness, we're having a day today. But hey.
That's fine, but we're still opening cards.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Really?
I love the king.
Come on.
I love the king. How can you not love the king?
Shoot.
Crown Zenith is amazing.
Still just, Galarian Gallery. We're okay.
The king is amazing. Yeah, Galarian Gallery. Are you kidding me? This Galarian Gallery takes your little Nimona for a ride. And I don't know. Your Dodrio, your baby shiny. I don't know. People in the comments, let us know your thoughts. Do we have a double? Because we can have a double on this. Oh!
It's not fair.
And the king
reigns supreme. Again.
And the king. The only thing that could take the king down is pulling the Pikachu SIR in Surging Sparks.
Or pulling something crazy out of Surging Sparks.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, well,
I
think you gotta take the Entei to the microscope.
Life is beautiful. Let's take Entei to the microscope. Oh, the Galarian Gallery. You stole my heart the day you came out, and every time I get to get one of you, it just reminds me of the good old days. Okay, let's open this last Crown Zenith pack quickly.
Yep, break my heart.
So that we can get into Surgeon Sparks and get into this. Let's get into
the number one card on the list.
Because I thought I had 2 left and I only have 1.
No,
Let's go water. No,
it's Leaf. Oh, Leaf.
Because the king reigns. The king reigns again. Now, Surging Spark. Oh.
No! Why? Oh, it's just a Comfy, but still, that's a 3rd hit. Just a Comfy.
This is why he's king. This is why Crown Zenith is king. This is why no one can beat Crown Zenith. No special set, no nothing. The only one who's come close is 151. And that is just a fact. 151 has come close.
That's just luck, though, because that's hard to pull.
It's hard to pull, but there's been one time where 151 has come close. Okay, do we have a double?
No. You're not allowed.
Okay. Now, we pulled Comfy a couple times.
We're not taking it to the microscope.
And we're not going to take it to the microscope.
Because we got to get to
bring it up.
We got to get to the number one
stunning,
card.
But we need to get to the number 1 card. So we're going to push that. We're going to do this. And let's take Surging Sparks. Now, we have talked about a lot of Surging Sparks cards today. And so that's just the reality. This set needs a reprint so bad. Let's go water. And the reality is it's getting one. And it's so needed. It's absolutely insane. And I'm so thankful that Pokemon is doing it.
Trio.
And the reality is it's because of its playability. It's because of the size of the set. There's so many reasons.
And the art is stunning. Beyond stunning.
Oh my god. It just needs a reprint so absolutely badly.
So what's the number 1 card?
So here is the number 1 card. And it's not a Surging Sparks card. After all that, I know you guys are going to love me for this. Let's go fire. No, that's not fire. It is the Bubble Mew.
Oh, yes.
And
that makes sense.
A lot of you are probably not shocked that it's the number 1 card. However, that it is just the reality of that set. That set has a few really big cards, but
that Bubble Mew shot up in price so fast. And quite frankly, I just don't understand why. Like, I know it's cute. I know it's great. But, like, the Charizard and the Gardevoir are just as nice. And all 3 together are stunning. Ooh, this is...
oh, yeah. Well, you knew this was going to happen. Now, congratulations to last week's winner. If you want to win today's beautiful cards...
If you want a chance to win today's cards.
Yes, of course, a chance to win. Make sure you comment down below. And subscribe to the beautiful channel.
And then come back next week to see if you've won all of today's insane hits, including Last Pack Magic.
Will we have some Last Pack Magic? So. Let's go fire.
Ooh, called it.
There we go. So the SIR Mew EX started at $380. That was the pre-order price. I thought it was going to be, maybe $150, $200 card.
Not anymore.
It shot its little heart all the way up to $600. Okay. $600.
That's too much. Too much. Way too much.
Bonkers. Okay. Bonkers. And in a very short amount of time, it has brought its body right back down. $100 down.
Nice.
$100.
Good.
To $507.
It's still too much. It's still way too much.
$507. So not quite $100, but very close.
Too much.
That is insane. And of course, as you guys are aware, Paldean Fates is also part of the reprint. Now, they are reprinting something very interesting. So if you guys want to know more about Paldean Fates' reprint, if you haven't heard that Paldean Fates was part of the reprint, because most people aren't talking about it. They're talking about the big parts of the reprint, but they're not talking about the Paldean Fates reprint. You can check out our big reprint video that talks about...
We gotta have... Nothing.
Nothing.
Surgeon Sparks.
So if you want to hear all the details on the reprint and all of the fun facts we've got for you guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. But the reprint news is so big and all of the details was extensive. You can check out our reprint video next up and keep on chasing on with that one next.